yes. Afternoon all. Yeah, as you can see here, this is my new toy that arrived just about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm going to open this up in a minute, and I got this from a certain place. I'm going to open it up with one hand. I'm going to try and open it with one hand. And, yeah, I'm going to try and open it with one hand. We'll get there in a minute. It's going to be a bit hard, but there we go. Not bad for one-handed unwrapping. Okay, so here we have a piece of kit which I've been looking forward to getting. Yeah, here it is. Open the top, and it's really cool. Ah, they're free. I might get something on. Right, so comes with a disc. Driver use documentation, probably get that off the website. Comes with everything. Comes with the cable. There you go. But I've already got one of them for my monitor, so I'll just replace the monitor with that for the time being. Obviously, you need to use one of your monitors. I use 4 monitors for my flight sim. I use one for the FMC. I use the main screen for the whole simulator. I use the left monitor for the navigation, the VOR, the DME maps for doing bits and bobs there. So that's that. And then the 4th monitor I use just for other bits and bobs like charts and maps and stuff like that. But I also use my Samsung. Well, it's not mine, but I do use it. It's my parents', and it's a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2, which is quite nice actually. It's not in the reams of the iPad or the iPad Mini, which the iPad Mini is quite a cheap price, and the iPad, but you pay for what you get, and obviously they use them within the civil aviation. So there's my lead. That's my VGA cable. Let's see what else we've got in here, shall we? A couple of knobs, buttons, should we say, that they'll be going onto the product. And there we go. The power supply, very important to have the power supply. It's probably just a universal power supply. The power supply's actually got a foreign connector on, so I'll need to. Looks like I will need to put an adapter on that, if I've got an adapter. If not, I'll order one. But there should be an adapter in here, maybe, or maybe not. There might be. Anyway, if there's not, I'm sure I'll be able to get one. The bracket that the item sits on is fairly heavy, with its 4 feet there. And then we've got, looks to me like we've got, not quite sure what they are. They look like they're some sort of stickers or something that stick on. But well, we'll have a look at them anyway. Right, and then have we got anything else in there? No. And then in here we have the main item, which is here. You can see it weighs a ton actually. It's quite heavy, but I will attempt to again get this out with one hand. One GPS system, which, let's just put it down here. Oh yeah, very steady buttons. Very steady buttons, and then obviously my bits and bobs will be on there. Now you're probably going to be asking what I'm going to use this for, but you can use it for quite a lot of different things. You can use it for your default aircraft, and if obviously you're flying around orbits or anywhere, you can basically plot and track where you're going as a GPS system. But I'll be using this for the Antonov 124. So I'll set the Antonov 124 up with all this information, and the 124 will be set up via GPS, because I can't seem to see that there's an FMC in the Antonov 124. So here we go, here's the item, just arrived, taken a few days, but the customer service was brilliant. As you see, that's where it goes on the side there, you see it. Bear with me. Not going to focus. Oh, there's focus there. So obviously that's where your power point goes in the side there. You can see inside it. That's what it looks like. Try and focus that for you. Anyway, it doesn't seem to be focusing very well there. Apologies for that. But so there you go. There's the item, and I've got to say that the buttons are really steady, really nice. It's a nice piece of kit, this, actually. Nicer than what it looks on YouTube as well. So somehow on the back here, what I'll have to do is I don't think, did it come with any instructions? Documentation's on the disc. Nowadays, to save money, they put documentation on discs, don't they? So I'm not quite sure what they're for. I think they're just for, I think they're spares. I'm not sure. They could be spares, but not sure anyway. But yeah, but this bracket, it'll go onto this bracket somehow. Not sure how, but it will. I think it might screw on. So not too sure about that. Don't know. I'll have to work that out. It's somehow that goes on there. Don't know how. Oh, that's how it goes on there. Right, I've just figured it out. Basically, if I turn the back of the screen over here and you're not too sure, right, there's two screws there. There's one here, okay, that unscrews. Unscrew it now. And there, where the bracket is here, the bracket will face to there, to that screw there. So that screw there goes into there. Sorry, that hole there goes into that hole with this screw. This screw here, which mounts just in here like so. Screws back on. So GPS 5 and retail about £385, and it's a very, very nice piece of kit. So in a bit we'll get this sorted out, because obviously we need a UK, so I will get an adapter for that to convert it, and we should be rocking. But if not, I could always use another plug on it. let's see what it is. 0.35 amp, and it's 12 volts, so it's direct current 12 volt at 1.5 amp. So anything 12 volt DC, not AC, no higher than 1.5 amp. 0.35, right, okay, yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to try and get that sorted. That's probably just power to light things up, I think, but hopefully I'll be able to get that sorted out. But, yeah, it's arrived. So, without further ado, I'm going to get all this ready. I'm going to grab something to eat first, and then I'm going to set it all up. It's via USB, so it plugs in via USB. So that plugs in via USB. That plugs into the side of the, obviously, the GPS. That plugs into the computer. I keep saying FMC, I don't know why. Got an obsession with FMC, I reckon. But, and then obviously these buttons at the front, they'll go onto here. Onto this bit here. So if I undo these now, everything's one-handed here, because, yeah. Right, so just undoing this bag. There we go. So that one will go on there like that. And that one will go on there like that. So there you go. So you control that there like that, and that like that. Wow, that's beautiful. That's really nice. I'm actually quite looking forward to... and they do come off if you push them up, but they are quite a tight fit. Really, you see that. And the buttons as well, if you could just hear the buttons, I don't know if you can hear it. They really are steady. And obviously VRinsight's great stuff. Now, if anybody's listening, I want to get myself an MCP panel. I've been looking at a few different MCP panels out there, and I'm really not sure what to get. I want to get the VRinsight, the Combo 2, because I fly a lot of the Boeing aircraft, but I don't fly default aircraft. I fly the Captain Sim 7.5 and 7.6, which certain people do like and other people don't. I fly the PMDG 737NGX and occasionally the 7.4. I definitely will be flying the 777 when that comes out, but obviously there's no information on if that would work yet, so we won't go there. I fly the Quality Wings 146 aircraft as well, which is a beautiful aircraft. I also fly the Antonov 124, which is the aircraft I'm really wanting to work with one of the panels, because I have a virtual airline called flyinternationalvirtual.co.uk, and I'm wanting to use that instead of going in the cockpit. I'm wanting to use it via, obviously, via the hands-on, a bit like this with the GPS, which is quite nice. So I don't know if anyone can help me on that one. I've got the VRinsight, which is the combo panel. That's why I'm doing this recording, just to see if anyone can help me on this. I've asked questions on opencockpit.org, but I've not received any answers yet, which I'm a bit disappointed about, really, because I know there's a lot of great people on there, and no one seems to have come back to me. So we've got the CP, we've got the GoFly, we've got the Open Cockpit, which is really, really nice. And obviously we've got this, the VRinsight. Now I do like the VRinsight. The VRinsight retails at £425, including shipping. The GoFlight's a bit cheaper, it's £300 odd, which I quite like. But I really don't know which one to go for, and I want one where I'm not going to be messing about too much with scripting. And some of the aircraft will work and some will but won't, if you get me. So maybe somebody could help me on that. Anyway, right, enough of me chatting. about FMCs. This is the item. We'll get this item up and running. We'll try and figure out this plug situation, and when we get back, we'll hopefully be up and running with the FMC connected to the computer. And what we'll do is we'll test it. I'll go up in the light aircraft, or I might go up in the T1 Hawk, or even might go up in the T2, which are training with Kurt Ferrer's Red 1 as the FSX Red Arrows as well. We have a team called the FSX Red Arrows. So obviously if you're interested in joining them as well, we are looking for pilots in Flight Simulator X to do formation with us as well. If you are interested, you can contact us via the Facebook page. Just search FSX Red Arrows, and we're on there. So yeah, but there you go. This is the item. There it is. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Does look good. All the buttons. GPS 5. That's about it for now. Right, anyway, enough of me. I am waffling on a bit too much. I'm well known for that. And we'll come back to you soon. So we're doing the video again. Managed to set it up. It wasn't too complicated. We got there in the end. Yeah, so it's working. Basically what you have to do is on your GPS, on the aircraft, the default GPS, you need to right click, and you basically, I'll show you, hold on a minute, if you go to the GPS on here, there, and you can right click it on there, or you can go up to view, instrument panel, GPS, click on GPS, the GPS will come up, and then basically you undock the window for it. But anyway, yeah, so basically once you've undocked the window, it'll then become dormant to the actual flight simulator, so you can put it on any other screen. So basically what this is, this is like a screen, but it has all the features on it where you can change everything. So bear with me a minute, this is hold on. So yeah, so anyway, so if I click on, let me do it, I click on like stuff like this, you see it moving in, it's moving out, zooming in and zooming out, you can see that. If I go down to here, click on messages, it shows there's no messages, nearest airports from here, like so. Okay, we can go to different activations here, we can go from here to different areas, so we can activate vectors to finals, activate approach and select approach. So we can select an approach, give it a runway, and there you go, give it a different runway, so we can go 27 right, left, whatever you want, like that, up and down on that one and that one. So go 27 right, enter, vectors into finals, or you can go to begin, or whatever you want. So we can go vectors into finals. So vectors into finals, enter. We can load or activate, so we'll load it, and there we go, it's loaded and gives you all the information there for the activation to Echo Golf Lima Lima. All the waypoints, altitudes and stuff. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Very happy with the product. All I do need to do is I need to set the resolution on the screen. It's meant to be 2080 by 768. At the minute it's not on that. That's probably why you see slightly stuck out the side here, the GPS. But basically what you do is you use this software here, which I'm showing you, to go up, down, left and right on the position and the sizing of the actual GPS. That's what you use. That's within the actual software, which you actually use in the program. Fairly easy, quite simple to install. I had a look at the PDF file for it. It explains how it all works and how to set it all up. As you see there, he's telling you to undock it. Once you've undocked it, you load here, you load the aircraft GPS. So basically it'll say the GPS. You select your GPS, which will just be one GPS for the FSX version. Basically what you do is then it'll load it all and everything for you. And then you follow the instructions here. So you go left, right, up and down and stuff like that. And then it should point you out there and the information for the size and the position. The position moves it left, right, up and down, and the size makes it bigger and smaller. And then obviously it shows you here what everything does, and you save it and it'll resave it to the position that you had it when you redock the GPS. Just scrolling back up here a little bit, there you go. So obviously it's explained, you go to view, instrument panel on instrument panel, excuse the light there, GPS, select your GPS, and then undock it, undock the GPS, and then get to the software. Make sure you've selected the FSX module for the default GPS, and then down here, this is just the panel area where you actually change what you need to change, up, down, left and right. And basically this is like, instead of you undocking it and moving it straight over to this, what it'll do is this will move all the information up, down, left and right, sizes, big, small, all the rest of it. And then that will go onto here and you'll see it moving on here. I'll give you an example. So I'll use this program now, and when I'm moving the program you'll see it moving left and right like so, like that, and up and down. Now you're probably going to be able to get it a lot better than what I'm getting at the minute due to resolution sizes. I use 4 monitors, so it's probably getting a little bit confused, but very happy with the product. Everything's fully functional on the front here. VRinsight, it's the first product I've used via VRinsight, and I'm thinking about getting the MCP panel for Flight Simulator. There is a few that I'm interested in, like I said in the previous video, but I must say that this product itself, you know, it stands on a stand. I'll show you from the back. You can probably see the stand there. Those 2 screws, it screws onto those 2 screws. But yeah, the product is very nice, and I'm very, very happy with it. And as you can see, it's just sat in front of my yoke on my desk. I mean, I've got a great deal of room on my desk at the minute, but yeah, it's sat on my desk, and I've got to say, good piece of kit. All the functions, all the buttons, all the messages, any messages from airspace, how far I've got left, you can see it there, and it's on a little right. There the aircraft, there's the aircraft at the minute that I'm using, Coronado aircraft. Sorry for the light there. We're getting to 8,000 feet now, and we're nice and level. We're on the autopilot, and you can see here, if I show you here, if I move here on the screen, let me get out of that a minute. If I go there, you can see that when I'm moving up and down on here, like so, on here moving up and down is moving here up and down. So, ratings out of 10 for the VRinsight and FSX. I'd give it 10 out of 10. But at the beginning, it is a little bit confusing to work out how you're going to get the screen to the other screen. I suppose if you're a pro at it and you're used to doing a lot of this sort of stuff, it's quite easy. But as soon as you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple and pretty easy. All you need to do is make sure this resolution is. It's all walked through here on the PDF. Let me just quickly show you in the PDF. If I scroll back up on the PDF. Go back straight up on here somewhere along the line. That's where you select the GPS. So VRinsight Panel Aircraft FS9. Don't worry about FS9, because what you do here is you hit your browse button. once you hit your browse button, you select your flight simulator folder. Now mine is in the P drive. It's away from anything to do with the C drive. It's on a separate drive. So mine's on a separate drive under FSX, browse. Yes, there'll be a panel here, and there'll be a drop-down menu here, where you click and it'll give you loads of information, different things, FMC, GPS, MCP, you name it. So you select GPS 5 there, and here you've only got one choice. It's the G500, okay, and it'll say FS9, and a drop-down menu here will say FSX. Select that, install. It'll then say it's installed successful, like it says there. Click OK. Then you go to that program there, and then you basically command it to go to the screen here, and it doesn't take that long. So if we go back up here a bit now, let's go back up. There you go. There's the panel. It shows you there on the PDF file. You get the PDF file with a CD anyway, but I'm just basically showing you here. Obviously, if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm going too technical. Probably not. But there you go. So you're selecting your FSX folder. That's FS9 there. Okay. But you're not selecting FS9. You're selecting FSX. So you select your FSX folder there. So it says Microsoft Flight Simulator root FSX. And you don't need to worry about the level D or anything like that. I didn't have to do any of that because that's probably something totally different. Basically, select the aircraft and away you go. There's the information there. You go to Program Files, Serial FP2. There we go. And then you go to Panel Install. This is all the information here that shows you what each thing does, each button, and up here as well. And then all the different colours here show you various things. Yeah, there we go. Green shows you green there, LCD display. Yellow is your buttons to do all your commands for your GPS. And your blue is your input for all like your Echo Golf Charlie Charlie and phonetics and stuff like that. And basically what it should look like if the screen is set properly. I've not set the screen properly at the minute. I'm having a few issues with that, but that's probably due to because I've got loads of monitors plugged in and they're all different. It should fit kosher just like this. But as you see, mine just have a little bit of a gap there and a little bit of a gap there. But that's not too. I'm not worrying too much about that, to be honest. It works. If you're on ATI settings, you set your settings down here. It goes through all the information, goes through all the bits and bobs for you. It's saying that you need to set it at 1280 by 768, like I said before, the resolution. So that's maybe why at the minute my resolution isn't quite just right. But like I said again, it's working, and I will have a play around with that now I have the understanding of how it actually physically works. But you change that monitor, which is this one here too, which will be the monitor that you've plugged in, and basically you will set that to that. If you can't set it to that, then you just have a play around like I've done here and manage to get some kind of, well, I would say reasonable display that looks alright. So, there we go. Obviously it comes with a DC power adapter which you plug in the side, and then your VGA cable plugs into the side of the GPS as well. Once all that's plugged in, it's all up and running and working. It's actually really cool. I mean, like, obviously I'm not on my screen at the minute. I can go back to my flight plan right now, and I can see exactly where I am on my flight plan, even though I'm not on my screen. So you can probably see it. Yeah, you can see it there. You see that? And there I am. So I think that's about it. Recommend it. The retail price for that's I think it's 380 odd pounds. But but I got this for a very good price, so I'm very happy with it. And that's what it would look like. You see, you've got your VGA there, plugs into the side. That needs to plug into the side, if you don't understand why, because this is a monitor. This is acting as a monitor, okay? So if people don't understand, this is a monitor. And these are all buttons on the side of a monitor, basically. VGA goes in there, power adapter in the side, USB comes out there, goes into your computer, and then it will display on here, okay? But obviously you need to de-dock it and then use the software that I showed you in to move it up, down, left and right. And then that is what it looks like with the bracket on the back. And it's really, really nice, actually. I'm really happy with it. It's a great buy. So there you go, GPS 5 panel, user manual. Comes with a CD, like I said in the previous video. I'm NA2598, Tom. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know I do go on a bit, but that's just me. And I hope I've helped you. If you want to leave any comments or anything like that, feel free. And apologies on the previous video about the Orbix scenery a while back, where it was a combination between the Orbix and the other scenery that I had on. I can't remember the scenery, what it was now, but I had some other scenery on. But no, really happy with the Orbix scenery, and it's fantastic. Looking forward to buying Wales as well. That should be really, really good. Anyway, enough of me. Thanks very much. And there he is. There's the bad boy himself. And I must say, it's quite expensive to buy if you were buying it at £300 odd. But for what I bought it at, I'm very, very happy. And what a bargain. Really, really good. Anyway, thanks very much. And 7 free.